today we'll be reacting to Cenat getting hit, Charlie Kirk reaction. Alright, let's check out the video. Let's see what's happening.
What's poppin', y'all? They're really trying to cook Cenat. They're trying to deep fry that man. And it all started with something that had absolutely nothing to do with him or his sphere or his profession. And that was the assassination of Charlie Kirk. So Charlie Kirk was a very, very, very popular conservative, right-wing, I wouldn't necessarily say influencer, but he was very popular on social media. I frankly didn't know too much about him other than his face being on memes and him being called out by many people for his opinions on a certain quote-unquote conflict that's going on in a certain region of the world and his takes on that. But he was instrumental in like right-wing things and getting Trump elected. And he had a lot of these debates on the campus, similar to, I forgot the other guy's name. He was more of a comedian, like a conservative comedian that would show up with that mug, and he turned into a meme. He's like, I think it was Prove Me Wrong. Yeah, that guy. And then Charlie Kirk like came after that. He had a big organization, all of that. He was at a school in Utah, at a university, taking questions like usual, and then a really, really gruesome video where he gets shot right in the neck from very, very far away and just collapses. And
Terrible,
he eventually ended up passing away. So a lot of people politics is very divisive. I don't know if there are things more divisive than it. So people start celebrating, people start feeling heartbroken about it. And when someone is that popular, for some reason, people decide to go to other people's streams, comment sections, and talk about this individual.
Just to see what they have to say to the person.
You could have PewDiePie playing PUBG, and then someone says like, yo, this guy just passed away. And PewDiePie's Swedish, and he's like, what? But people do this. I don't know. They did that with Cenat, and Cenat gave this reaction on stream. I'll play you guys that clip right now. So with this clip,
that's the guy with like the crazy ass takes, right?
Yeah.
He be saying some crazy. He was saying
some controversial. Yeah, for sure.
Holy shit! What the fuck? Don't watch. Okay, bet. He got assassinated. All right, chat. I
have to break down what's going on here, and you can see it happen in real time. If you slow it down and pay attention, you have to think of yourself as Cenat. Cenat's doing a mafia-thon right now. This guy, he's laboring. 24/7, he's working. 24/7. And a lot of preparation went into this. Cenat's got a lot of people that show up to his streams. A lot of celebrities, a lot of famous musicians, a lot of, famous cartoonists even. The Total Drama Island guy was recently there, which I hope to do a video on very soon. And he's also got major sponsors. We're talking this guy at McDonald's. He's got a Nike deal currently. We haven't seen what's come of that yet, but product will most likely be coming soon. Major sponsorships, maybe even movie roles that are upcoming. So in his mind, he's like, oh, shoot. He's thinking, I don't want to... Initially, I'm getting that guy, he's the guy that says like crazy stuff, right? And it's crazy depending on who you ask, but he did get popular for his takes. So anybody that gets popular for their takes, you could say they're crazy takes. Otherwise, they would just be lukewarm and they wouldn't get popular. But that's true. I feel like in his gut, his natural reaction was to say something, I don't know, like an RIP or something. But he thinks, wait, hold on. If I say that, how are people going to react? How will my sponsors react? Will people think I'm co-signing something that the guy said? I don't know what else the guy has said. I know that he has this label on him.
Because you don't know the people that Cenat is working with. We don't know if they have a problem with this guy. We don't know if they want to get involved with what just happened to him this past few days, right? Like, so it's also kind of like thinking ahead, right? Like, oh, if I said this, will it cause me more problems? Would it affect my connection with these brands? He's a business guy, businessman. He's a large streamer for a reason. He has to think about these things because it's important to his brand at the end of the day. So yeah, I do get why he didn't say it.
Perfect.
All right, let's keep going.
How will that label affect me? So he's running like 50,000 calculations in his head of what he should say. And he hits them with what, every gaslighter hits their girl with when they're pretending to care about something that she's got going on. He's like,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Their girl, but They're
generally anybody.
Homie, they're like, damn,
generally anybody.
That's what he hit him with. And he hoped to just move past it. But unfortunately for Kai Cenat, other people are not going to do that. His response was not good enough for many other people. Because a lot of people say, yo, because there are a bunch of people celebrating, but people say, yo, celebrating is crazy. Well, Kai Cenat didn't celebrate, but he didn't
celebrate
that they wanted.
But he's not sad, basically.
Call this out was Sneeko. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Sneeko.
That's the guy with like the crazy takes, right? Or some shit, he be saying some crazy. He be saying some crazy shit, right? Holy shit!
I'm sure he has no idea what crazy takes that he has. He has no clue. All he knows is that he's not supposed to like him. And he.
What do you mean? How? What? Man, he said crazy take for a reason.
Doesn't wait a second after he was shot in the neck publicly. A father with 2 kids to say that he has crazy takes. It doesn't. His first reaction is not to say rest in peace. Hopefully he did at some point, but his.
I mean, yeah, Sneaker is not wrong about that. He should have said rest in peace, right? But you have to also understand, maybe he wasn't just. I also feel like, man, I think he just didn't think about it that way, right?
First reaction is to talk and say he has crazy takes.
What the? Don't watch, okay, bet.
He did say he has crazy take to describe the guy, and I don't think him saying he has crazy take is crazy. Like this guy, Charlie was definitely saying some controversial things, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with what Sneeko was like. Sneeko is right with the RIP, but nothing's still wrong with what Kai is saying.
He got assassinated. All right, chat.
And just he moves on. Disappointing from Kai. I mean, especially because Kai's a Christian too. Charlie Kirk was a Christian man. He lived by Christian values, whether or not you.
What does this have to do with Christianity? What does this have to do with Christianity?
Agreed or disagreed with him.
Sneeko and Kai used to have a relationship. They used to, I don't know if we would ever consider them friends, but they were close acquaintances, close colleagues, you could call it, years ago in the first AMP house. And this is a different thing for Kai Cenat because Sneeko giving his own opinion or having no problem saying something like that, it got him banned. But when you don't have anything to lose, where else are you going to get taken to? I mean, like he's on, I don't know what streaming platform that is. I think it's like a crypto-based streaming platform. So it's easier for him to do that and it's in his personality. But Kai is somebody that's just, he's conflict avoidant when it comes to his career. So he's not going to up and address things. And I think he's conflict avoidant in general because when you look at the situation he had with Aiden Ross and he was mad at Aiden's manager for telling him that, he didn't tell Aiden Ross for many, many months. I think maybe a year. And he just held that in because he probably didn't want to create an actual conflict and he just withdraws maybe from the person. But what really got Kai Cenat looking crazy, it's people that are moving on his behalf. So Kai Cenat's moderator, or one of his Discord moderators, he has many of them, and this got posted. He said at Mafia Pack Watch. I think this is a girl. I don't know. Pack Watch, and then someone else says for real he is dead like dead, and then another person replies and says chill mud, death and deserving of anybody, and then this person says F Charlie Kirk, and this is very, 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 very bad because number one, if this person's a moderator, they're a dingus. They're a fool. I do give a pass to some teens moving like this, but they shouldn't be your moderator because people are really desensitized to things. They just mean things. They just want to engagement bait things, even though this isn't even engagement baiting because this person's in a Discord server. But KickChamp, who is the chief hater of Kai Cenat, posts Kai Cenat's head mod pinged everyone celebrating the tragic death of Charlie Kirk. So now this starts spreading, and then even Aiden Ross reacts to this.
I didn't even do anything. It's like he didn't even celebrate, man. This is fucked up. This is effed up.
I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Pinch everyone celebrating the tragic death of Charlie Kirk.
I
mean, it's horrible. It's anybody who's celebrating that shit is crazy. There's somebody in my community that did it as well. I saw it like right away. I saw TikToks. Like if you're celebrating that shit in general, you're just a whack motherfucker. You're just so weird to me, bro. It's insane how weird you got to be to celebrate that.
Celebrate someone's death, yeah.
And credit to Aiden Ross. This guy even said, like, yo, I saw somebody in my community celebrating that.
You know, it's one thing if you're indifferent. It's another thing if you're actually, like, celebrating, actually, like, happy about what happened, basically. It's crazy what people are doing.
Aiden Ross gave his opinions on the situation, which I'm going to play you guys right now.
Like, the perfect spokesperson for this But this is, like, the most fucked up thing I've seen in a while.
It is pretty fucked up.
Like, do you know how insane it is to, like, first off, like, I don't even know where to start, bro. I really don't even know where to start, guys. I mean, the one thing I will say we can start with is just, like, if you're just sitting there celebrating or happy in any type of way at all, you are part of the problem, for one. And for two, there's something seriously wrong with you. If you're celebrating death where there's a father, there's children involved, you don't have to be aligned his views at all. You don't have to agree with everything he has to say, but
he's still a human being.
Father with a wife with two kids that now have to grow up without a father, you know? And that's just the way it is. And if you don't think that's a problem, if you don't think that instead you celebrating, that's not an issue to talk about, you're part of the problem. You are part of the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are.
I think Aiden Ross is correct in calling out people that are just celebrating somebody getting smoked like that. Especially, there are some world leaders that people would celebrate their passing away, but I do think a world leader is very different than someone who was around just talking, just quote unquote.
That's true.
Depending on what they said. But I think he gave a fair take, and I don't think Cenat deserves the hate for any of this. Cenat did not celebrate anything. He did not celebrate that guy's life or his legacy, nor did he celebrate his death. He just tried to move past the situation as best as he could. Now, his mods, they need to get put in line for...
That's true.
If you're doing anything that can be misinterpreted and used against Cenat or anybody really that you represent, not you're just a member of their community, you're somebody that is seen as an authority, a moderator, like you've got a title, you've been knighted by the streamer in some way, you deserve to have that title stripped from you. Like, what are you doing? The first
that person that said if Charlie is messed up
publicly can or may potentially be misconstrued, which you can't really misconstrue what that Discord mod did, but can be used against the streamer who I'm working for. And the answer is hell no. You should not be doing anything like that. Outside of the whole morality argument, it's just an effective argument, which is like, yo, represent him well. That's it. And Cenat, it's unfortunately something that he's gonna have to deal with. I do think he just keeps pushing forward. People are going to forget about this in a couple of days. He didn't say it. There are a lot of other people that were opposed to this guy that are popular that are going to get more heat than Kai. He just needs to thug it out. Hopefully he doesn't fall under the pressure, but this he's a veteran in the game. Not just because he's been in the game for like 4+ years and he's really popular, but because this guy's been studying the game since he was in diapers. This guy's been watching everybody blow up, fall off, mistakes they made, and he actually took notes. You can judge it just by the career that he has and the people that he's associating with. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think Cenat did or said anything wrong? I think people, when you get to a point where you're telling someone this is how they should have reacted and they didn't do anything negative, that's when it's getting a little bit psychotic.
Yeah, Kai definitely didn't do anything wrong. I think he handled the case very well. People just always have a problem with how he's a very influential person, so they always want to hear him say this or hear him say that. I think he handled the case well. I don't think people should I don't think Kai should be getting hate over this kind of, situation. RIP to Charlie Clark, and that's the end of the video. Please like, comment what I should react to next, and hit that subscribe button. I know I've been gone for the past how many days, but now I'm back. I had to give it some time for my YouTube, right? I'm back. I'm gonna keep on reacting, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.